Hi, and welcome to Sycamore High School's 3D Studio Spaces. Rooms 158 and 159 house our 3D programs, those being AP 3D, Ceramics 2, Ceramics 1, and Art 2 3D. My name is Ms. Farrell, and I'm in my 5th year of teaching here at Sycamore High School. I am a soccer coach at the junior high. I am the class sponsor of the class of 2022, and I am a founding member of the Staff Spirit Squadron. Stay tuned for your course's information, and at the end of this video you will get a tour, MTV crib style, of the studio spaces. Alright, thanks. Hi, and welcome to the Ceramics 1 Intro to Hand Building course introduction part of the video. So your student is signed up for Ceramics 1, and in this class we focus on the essential aspects of hand building, those being slab, coil, and pinch, various decorative techniques. We will also study a lot of terminology because they'll quickly find out clay isn't just clay. It has a whole bunch of names depending on what stage it's in. We will also do some critiquing, reflection. A lot will go into this class. But primarily we'll focus on the processes and techniques and history behind hand building, so then your student can make beautiful work. Some materials that will be essential for this class this semester will be a bin. I've asked everyone to have their own plastic bin with a lid, and what this is going to do is it's going to house all their individual tools that they will keep themselves and help keep things sanitized and separate. But what it is also going to do is, if we have to move into a remote situation, this bin can then travel with them. So they'll get a section of clay that's just theirs, that they'll work with the whole time, that will fit in here. Projects, ideas that this year, or at least for now, projects will fit inside their bin. So really we're looking at a minimum size of 6 quarts. This is like the minimum size, more rectangular. You can get this anywhere. I've seen these at Dollar Tree for $1. However, if you have something at your house that's a little bit bigger, go ahead and get it. A 12 quart is also nice. So between a 6 to 12 quarts size plastic bin with a lid will be perfect for this class. They'll also need a notebook, and that will house their sketches, their note-taking, any other documentation that they do in the midst of the creating process. So those are the 2 things, but we're going towards a more isolated tool method or just system here. They can use the regular tools. I will have a section, I have 3 Ceramic 1 classes. Each bell will have their own set, and after each day or during that class it will be sanitized. Only one person can use a particular tool that day, and it will stay within the class if they feel a little bit comfortable doing that. If not, the tools that are provided will work just fine. Assessment and grading in this class will be as follows. 50% is on projects. Most of the time class is dedicated towards working and making projects in clay, and I feel like that should be the bulk of their grade if that's what they're doing. So I grade on the whole creative process from the very beginning to the very end. It's not a system of, does your piece have 4 sides? Does it have a lid? Does it have texture? Those things should be encouraged, but really what I'm looking for is how a student can envision, how a student expresses, how a student observes, stretches and explores, engages and persists. One technical thing that I do grade on is craftsmanship, so developing craft. And then at the very end is bringing it all together by reflecting. So those are the 7 studio habits that I grade on, and it starts from the very beginning of idea generating with the envisioning to the very end by looking back at the whole process and reflecting. 30% is dedicated towards daily studio habits. So those are the habits that you're conducting on a day-to-day basis. Using the time well in class, we only get 43 minutes, and cleanup takes a while in this class, amongst other things, trying to navigate this new world we're living in at the present time. So it's really important that we are on it for the 43 minutes and that we're mindful of the tools we're given. Now, some of this individual toolkits are made up of not ideal materials, but if something happens or a mistake has happened and a tool breaks, that's fine. But if students are constantly breaking the materials, then they're misusing them, and then we need to address that situation. So just overall, just conducting themselves in a respectful manner, both for themselves and their peers, and then the studio as a whole. Then 20% is on assignments, and those could vary from the vocab terminology quiz we have at the beginning of the semester to some homework. I don't really like to have too much homework in this class. Handouts, sketching will be a big part, documentation. They will have to document their process, and that will be super important when or if we go into a remote setting to make sure that everyone's working, along with some other reflection and much more. But for the most part, my goal is that your students are making just like students would any other semester. We will be working with clay. Their pieces will be fired. I will find a way to make glazing work. I might be the one distributing glaze, say who wants black, and then putting it on their palette or something like that. I want students to work with clay. That's why they took this class, and I will make sure it happens. So if you have any questions, feel free to email me. The weekly learning guide will be posted on Blackboard, but you could also check out the teaching website that is hyperlinked, along with students have access to Google Classroom for any digital assignments. All right, thank you for watching, and I look forward to teaching your students.